Hello, everybody, and welcome. Is this? No, my headphones are off. There we go. All right. It is time for some new game. I need to see chat. All right. Let's see what Pixel Heroes Fight and Magic. Oh, cool. Goes from hard to brutal. Fear and loathing. Hero. Oh no. Okay, damage over time. Defenses. Oh man. Healing or health related thing? I'm gonna forget these. Some of them are similar. Or like most of them make sense. It's just the icons. Barreled. Oh wait, there's multiple pages. Fire beats wind beats. It's not even in Mega Man colors because it would be fire, elect, wood, water. Oh no. Those two's the easy one. Okay, you can think of that as grass for like Pokemon, I guess. And then Yep, that makes sense. Oh, cool, they just put the whole formula in there, huh? And that, that tracks. Okay, 2 mental stats, 2 physical stats, and then health. Sure. Can I click on the band? Oh no. Okay, yeah, you got it. Alright. Beefy child. So that hits 2 enemies, inflicts defense down 100%. And that one is cool. Everyone's in range. Or in rate. Right. Let's see. Ooh. Alright, Colonel. Buffs. Alright, there we go. There's the stone crib, huh? Man. Bunch of freeze. What is? Oh, alright. I assume this was gonna be. Huh. Well, that sounds fun. Sure, that sounds fun. Hackmanite. You are an herbalist. The disappointing pie. Wow. It's the weed healer. So you stun an enemy, huh? What's this damage do? Let's see. Hello. Bleed and poison. Concealed defense up, magic up, rage, and 1 healing. That sounds fun. And yeah, probably shouldn't go for a physical healer to back that up. Let's go with the actual healer. Wow, I can heal or I can heal. The juicy grain of rice. I'm assuming you guys aren't surviving that as much as, you know, gonna actually happen. You'll get first eventually. I believe in you. Yeah. So maybe the 1500 3 gold Kita is actually gonna be worth it. Ah. Oh god, you actually just gotta do stuff as it happens. Yeah, oh, okay. Oh, okay, no, they just stop after you talk to somebody. Alright, let's see. Who's this funny looking guy? What's the game plan on the Suzuka? Like, what debuffs do you put on that? So I guess the game plan is just don't let anybody have first, and then blow up everyone after you've died. Monsters. Ah. You okay, Chester? I think it's casino time. No. It was not casino time. Yep. Approximately what I expected. Hello. Ask for potions. So it's not free. Alright. No, I don't remember. I wasn't here. Alright. We'll deal with potions later. Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh god, there's help. Nah, it doesn't help. It's the same help page. Immunity to I think that's confusion. Based on that, yeah. 1 magic defense. like it. I like it. Immunity to defense down. Can I change? Can I change party order? Fire defense and plenty of actual defense. Immunity to burn. Yeah, magic damage. I think is what you'd need more. And we call that earth defense. What is that? Oh. Oh. Is that a... I'm assuming that's a consumable. Can't tell. Oh. Backpack. I see. Okay, that's not a terribly good upgrade. So hats. So hats. Offhand. Oh, there's so many things. Shiny polearm of disease. Can't tell what the icon means. Oh, damage type. And inflictions. I see. I'm understanding. I mean, he's not going to need physical defense, is he? Oh, wow. It's nothing. How many... What the heck? How many pages are there? Morningstar. Is there a way to tell if I can actually, like, equip items? I'd sure hope my buckler didn't deal damage. Yeah, but the weapons seem to generally be... Okay, everything's just mediocre when you start with it. Cool. Oh, I see. The page moves up by one. I couldn't... I was confused at how long it was. Holy Tinkin. I don't know, let's just buy 2 weapons and armor. What if I gave him a funny hat? Probably gonna need it more than anything else. Okay, you get a funny hat. I guess I should probably equip these things too. Oh. Okay, you get the nice hat. Yay. Okay. Defense down is possible. And okay, that's an accessory. 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 Okay, cool. Defense down, immunity. Strength down though. Okay, and you don't have any. Alright, you need the faith. There it goes. So that affects the stat. Hey, I mean, I don't take the full penalty there, I guess. I guess. And pop. Okay. You're the only one with like abnormal life stats. Alright. What's Q do? Quest log. Let's see what else there is. How you doing, buddy? Okay, what can you buy in a library? I'm assuming skills? Yes. I'll figure out how books work later since I am poor. What, Ed? Acid rain. Are those just the quests? Is there anything I can buy left after purchasing a one item? Yes. Morningstar bow. What's that one? Sick. Deals less damage and healing. Sure. As a bow, I'll take a debuff on an assassin. Oh wait, no, I can't. Oh, it's you. It's just it's a bow that hurts. $37, 37. Okay. Oh, it is. Alright, let's see how that goes. Spent all of our money at the back. Blacksmith. Stormy Peaks it is. I will join in. Combat, yay. I see. Okay. Oh. Books, huh? So I can heal, or I can heal. Or I can heal, or I can heal. Okay, I would like. Stop. Who? I would love to change the order that my guys are in. Oh, I didn't even notice that little dude. Go for a Pierce, yeah. Oh, oh. I got him. No, he got me. go with. Let's just stab, I guess. Unless. Oh, okay. You can't use the same character twice in a row. Woo! We did it. Supreme Incantation of Blaze. Damage rain. Okay, so you immediately start getting items, huh? Like a lot. There we go. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's not there for. I mean, doesn't even protect. You have way too many healing spells. That one, yeah. Given the fact that I also had the turn counter. Nah, okay, fair enough. Keep going. Click on the bird. Mouth. Oops. Alright. Pew. Yeah. So then. And then yay. Yeah, she'll just be having fun. Ooh, a bone! It's purple! What's a bone do? Damage. Huh, so spear scales off of strength and dex. Why is the bone purple? And it's alright. It's bad. The levels, and I could let's see if they gain HP on level. Dog. Well, I sure hope one of the answers here is pet. Good old experience. Now we're good. Woo, we made it to the dungeon. We didn't die on the way. Man, so defense is like damage reduction. Oh boy. Oh, there's 8 fights, huh? Rock. Didn't quite look like with bare hands, but okay, I'll take it. Awesome Curse of Blood Dagger. That's quite a few things. That's still going. Let's see. Just got higher base and bleeds. And it's typeless. Okay, let's drive it over there for now. That's confusion, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. You may have that. Less damage, but poison and type damage. Now, do I want a dingy mantle of adequacy or a mediocre mantle of mediocrity? Yeah, I'm just. And those are the same thing. Yep. Right. Just looks slightly cooler. All right, your range 1 weapon is a lot chunkier. All right, sure. Next. Okay, so it's 8 encounters, not 8 fights. Just smash it. Good old Bakemono. Ooh, I leveled them up. Alright, so you're gonna be the tank, so you can take some life and more life, maybe. Do you get more stats for bouncing around the star? Oh no, different characters just gain different at different rates. Yep, you scale off both those damn stats. I think his strength is like -8. And that one scales with magic damage. Okay. Oh, and then let's check the... Wow, it's just worse. Inflicts conceal and heal. Inflicts and sick. Infested. Okay, that's funny. just inflict bugs on all the enemies. Possibly. If you're willing to wait it out. Ah, there we go. lose a little bit of damage in exchange for burn. Sure. One party healing. I guess having a magical and a physical weapon's pretty nice, but that's gonna be it. I don't understand how the backpack quite works yet, but I'm going to assume you can only. How do I sell it or throw it away, TBH? Going to assume the pink is good for some reason, so. Hey baby, how you doing? Alright, give me a fight. Still slight hit? Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. But it sounds like it's better than yesterday. If it's only a slight headache. Get daggered, idiot. Hide and seek? Nice. That sounds oh man. Meine health. $58 versus. Oh, that's a lot. That thing had 10 defense. Wow, crazy. Probably don't need that. What I could use is an AoE heal. Yeah, the Vince is just better if I want to target the first one. Nope. Nope. Whatever. You can double click it on. Why? Oh, I did just attack. Yeah, the lot of defense. What's that? Uh-oh. Dagger. Kill. Near death. Alright. Alright, we lived. Thank you, defense. Not waiting for that. Just get juiced up, please. I guess use the big ones first. Ooh. Oh, actually, yeah. Keep in mind. Oh, wait. Bowgun targets the front. Oh, started from there. Light shelter. Ooh, single target healing and defense buff. What's the first heal spell I have? 47 though. Alright, might as well not attempt to deal damage. What's more of an issue? Bleed or confusion? Prevents more damage. That's fun. That might be the better setup. Because that targets anybody. Yeah, big heal, and then... Okay, that makes sense. When I don't have access to Blessing or Miracle. What's that funny... Bless. Deal more damage and healing. Oh, okay, cool. God. Okay, no, give me the... Where's the weak? Give me all the boring items. I should probably do inventory management more often. Can't be worth much. And then... Yeah, you're not gonna be doing anything. Okay. That. If I click on... No. I don't get any more info than how okay-ish they're doing. If I can pop the bird first. Yes. Cloak, stats up, and enrage. That's interesting. And then just inflict everything and deal damage. I wonder if these abilities are going to scale or if they're just based on strength. It's soft. I don't like that. Because it doesn't say it scales. Well, I guess they don't. Alright, obliterate this man, please. Ooh. Basically unheat. Undo that hit. I'll do the big heal on everyone, just let that cooldown start ticking. I can't because he solo healed her. Oh! Select an item and then push this button. You can throw the item. Oh. Huh. That's interesting. Just gonna... Wait, can you... You can't... No, you can't cloak your allies. Alright, now. Fully healed. Alright, there we go. Look, that almost was helpful there. And now you can just go ahead and... Ha. Okay. Dirty Himavita. Ooh, a belt. Pots. Alright. You generally... It looks like you just kind of get 4 items. Oh my god, what the heck? Dex and curse immunity. Okay. I don't really see a reason to grab that over anything else I have. Higher base. But that one buffs. And I know that one cleanses debuffs. Honestly, I don't think I've taken like any magic damage yet, so let's just give you a funny hat. Or an armor hat. Let's take a few items. Eight 100 versus... No, not that one. 7 100. Okay, cool, it's just worse. Just feels like it's a lot because I have no reference. That too. Radiant. If the weapon's called a weak weapon, I don't think I want to use it. Like, magic weapons are probably useful just based on enemies not having anything to deal with it. $15 AoE heal versus... Yeah, I think I'd prefer the cleanse. There's something specific that I need to do here. Ooh, it doesn't say. Just says go. Ooh! Stats. Ooh, stats. Well, it says I like using Blade Dance. A good turn to start that off with. Unless the Lightning Elemental decides to deal me some... Backstab that. I don't want to deal with that. That's going to deal magic damage. Oh no. Oh, and damage. And you probably... Cut the eagle. Gust of Wind deals physical damage? What the heck? That should probably just also... Woo! Eternal Prayer Mercy inflicts bless. Oh boy, more blood daggers. Doesn't matter. See, 1280, how's that compared to that? It's the same. It's always the same. Ooh, 3 armor on. Ooh. It may be dingy, but it's 1 extra defense. That's 1 less damage I take from damaging everything. Ooh. Try to get through. That's got way more defense. Owie. Sure hope that kills. That's the bless. Oh, man. Owie. Well, it's boiling. Tanky. Alright, well. Immune to stun, finally, helpful. Yes, that can't... finally a melee weapon. Honestly, just strength and dex might work. Go for overwhelming defense. My defense did not go up. You can get Dex und Life. Yeah, okay, that does scale off of magic. No, it doesn't scale off magic. It's strength and Dex. Just make him a real good healer. on. Half strength, half defense. It seems to be a pretty tanky team. What's heal small HP and conceal? What does conceal do again? 50% evade chance. Something else then. Oh, I do just have a better one, huh? Ah, broken claymore, that's the issue, huh? Guess the mediocre one's just better. What do I want to do? Guess I don't really have too many things I can inflict. We'll just get through the goat. The thunder goat. Owie. Oh god, that immune to stun. So helpful. Ow. I don't think Blade Dance is actually worth it on someone who's basically dead already. What's a Cyclops and a Storm Giant gonna do to my minor tank? Oh god, no Godfrey. This is right before the boss, right? So we'll try to get everything all set up. Though a heal right now would be pretty nice. Just a little... Man, immune to stun. Sure is good. Fly Armament of the Worm. And pots. Alright, cool. That is... For defense. Don't mind if I do. At this point, honestly, that's better. You should still have magic defense. Just honestly, there's been basically no physical damage dealt, or no magical damage. Heal and bless. Bless good, but I have access to it like party-wide already. Alright, so we're gonna start this. Ooh. Squirrel has Ratatosker. What the heck? Oh no, that is considered to reach. That's interesting. Are they considered in every slot then? Woo. Oh, there's magic damage. I'll deal with that later. We got the status effect off. Ratatouille. Alright. Yeah, let's go for the blessing now. Owie. That soft hurts a bit. need to heal next turn. It should, like, super heal, though, because of the blessed status. I think defense falls off now. Yeah. There we go. Yay! Alright. I wasn't sure how much longer that fight was gonna go on. That's like a Sonic style death. Sharp tooth. That's a lot of things I saw in there. Sundering knuckles of shock. That's an that's an on-hand weapon? It mostly scales off of physical. What's the range? 1. It's effectively the same thing, except it does type damage and scales better off strength, so it'll be better later, I think. And then also guarantees soft and half chance of bleed. Right. I think shock knuckles will actually do real good on you. Yeah. Magic weapon. That's not really that good. Toss both those. 2. Alright, we're down to 20. Yay! Oh god, we have to make it back too. Oh, hi, friend. Alright, and? Woo! Friendship. I love insanity, oh boy. A riddle? Go with egg out of any of those. Keep a going. One more encounter probably. Let's see, it looks like there's 5 and like 13. Oh, hi there. I can fix this. Yeah, no. They're just chilling. Cool. Woo! We live. Woo! Please don't give me items yet. How is Anthea doing? Cool. Good old tavern. Milk. Just keeps making new stuff. Look at all those things. Like one milk and one beer, I think. Bird. All right. May I go to the casino yet? Yes. No. I don't want to say that man's name out loud. There. Very easy to hear things that let's see. Sapphire, what you got? Rolls. Okay. You have potions. Don't really care about potions. What you got? Alright. Timed sell. Bone. This is just an old bone. Okay, alright. Fair enough, I guess. It's not even that good. Let's see, anything... Okay, yeah, it's getting some chunky things over here now. Scales off everything. What the heck? Woo. What's your 52? Huh. Ends up scaling a little better in long term. Honestly, you should probably just be double melee. Just with one physical, one magical. Different types though, please. Now that's good. Lots of defense. And deals damage in a pinch. Bloodthirsty Stick of Hate. Let's go with that. I like that buckler. It's pretty cheap too. So do you not sell accessories? Yes. What the heck? I guess it is pure strength. I like that claymore, but I don't think it's terribly used. I don't know how long does infect take to pop. It's really the issue. Okay, get rid of basically all the books. That one's funny. I'm sorry, Awesome Curse of the Blood Dagger. Okay, that one's good. Okay. That one's been scaled. Not gonna have anyone who deals magic damage. It's not worth keeping those. Oh, it's funny. Get rid of that too. Let's see. Switch those two, please. Thank you. Look at that. 19. And then strength +5 and curse immunity. Yeah, that goes there. Let's see. Neither of those scales with... We'll undumb myself. I think we just drop the rest of those items. Yeah. Alright. Flesh. And let's see how your books are looking. It is just all books, huh? Grand Orison of Mercy. Ah, okay, that's what we want to see. Yeah, just a much better redemption. Yeah. Oh boy, blood tank. Fireball, lightning, landslide, ice, NATO. It's just one of each element and then bleed. Right, get that. Not you. Redemption. Enemies basically deal damage every turn, so I think it's probably fine to... Oh, grounding is what's preventing this then. Is that not? Yeah. Yeah, no, that grounding saved my life. Drop and leave. I don't. Who needs to be protected from insanity? All right, I think we're good to go to the next place. Oh, neat. How you doing, buddy? Keep going. They're chilling. Oh, that's not good.
I drink the water, which I apparently
I'll get actual water since
and then I have to go put
I just
the
took a
water
sip of
somewhere else
chalky.
5 minutes later. I drink the water, I go to a place to undrink the water, I wash my hands, I leave, and then I have to drink more water. Guess where that water ends up?
Nah,
Not in
didn't-
me. I give the water to my body.
It's
and like a child,
it's a
it
protein-
tosses out
whatchamacallit?
and demands more.
Protein drink. I don't know. It's not a shake, I don't think. Or at least it doesn't say that on it. Shake would also probably assume that it's got milk in it. But it's just water, protein, fiber, a little bit of chalky. I mean, I woke up like 10 minutes before stream and I needed something that wasn't just water. But I didn't have enough time to make a bagel and set up stream and also not be 10 minutes late. Nice, cool. Backstab still on cooldown. Cool. Say goodbye to the Necromancer. He's still alive. Well, let's use the funny tooth. Effective even. Alright, now that necromancy, we don't take kindly to magic damage. Honestly, that's the main issue. You know, they just don't bother hitting with that unless they absorb. Hopefully this doesn't obliterate you in one shot. Cool. I am hard and soft. Whew. Bone again. That probably heals something. Okay, that's the that's a pretty good AoE heal. What's my current AoE heal look like? Less. Yeah, that one just scales better. But debuffs. Confusion or curse? Alright, now I'm gonna be flexing on them. Yeah, that scales like a bajillion with physical. Gonna do that, I think. Scales mostly with dex. Mostly. 3 usable long courses. God, I didn't mean to click on that actually. Imagine having work tomorrow. Thanks for being here as long as you were. As you were horsing around in the background. I think that's just good to keep going. Oh boy, 12 bits. How kind of you. I sure love arbitrary numbers. Die. They live. That's not supposed to happen. Man, 18 turns, huh? Oh, you can take another turn of that. I wonder if I could just shield bash him, just cause. No. Stop bleeding, please. Oh my god. Just lists everything, huh? Man. Just fix that. Man, that defense difference really does hit, huh? So there's gonna be a lot of bleed here, huh? Hefty pole armor poison. Okay, decay is Man, I should probably put on like I can keep that. Woo. For like the boss, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's just better. Those knuckles scale really well with the dexterity. Everyone's fine enough health-wise. Hello, big guy. What are you gonna do? Heal them? Ah. Just want to see if I can get the waste to turn on trying to heal. Yeah, I don't think bleed's that helpful. It doesn't do that much damage. There we go. Let's get rid of that real quick. Before it obliterates my guy. Oh, thank you for healing yourself, dummy. Might hurt. Yeah. I'll just start the next round with the defense heal. Oh boy, I can't get infected. How helpful. That scales off of like a lot of stats. I think fine though. The drops are all generally fine, it feels. What a miracle. Wow, it's 1 damage. Try to knock you out before you start doing annoying stuff. Figured everything. Honestly, if that'll actually like die. Yeah, that's kind of the issue I was trying to avoid. Wait, okay, so that can actually stun. Oh my god, he died to bleed. So those knuckles are probably pretty good. Okay, you're probably gonna also die. So it's a 20% chance to actually like stun. That's pretty good. Yep, the rest anyways. Sharp. I'll probably die next. Re-upping it. Sure. Give me this done. Give me this done. Give me this done. It lived. Not for much longer though. Yeah, that was through a shield, huh? Look at this guy, he can't attack. Let me just heal through all of this stuff. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yeah, that's best of, just being able to heal. And also go through cooldowns. Let's see, so we got Pathetic Cleaver of Greed. This kinda sucks. Beleaguered Cloak of Indifference. And another Palladium. No. Right? Truly great intelligence. Just smash it. Oh. Okay, so that's bad, huh? But we do get stuff. Inflicts enrage. That's maybe not a good idea. Maybe I don't want that. Let's see, I just want to see. Yeah, that doesn't scale, but doesn't scale, but it's got very high base. Okay. You can really tell what scales more with strength and what scales more with dex. I think Earth is fine for this fight, or for this location generally. Hello, guys. Try to get through these guys before the heals start coming out. Yeah, I kind of do have to go through these guys in order. With my setup. Alright. That's nice, buddy. Okay, shields can do damage, just not much. Having fun over there, buddy? Witty, hard, bleeding, soft, and enraged. How fun. That's not gonna do that much because of the witty. But what are you gonna do, buddy? Crushing Gauntlet of Freeze. Anti-burn. See what's that shield looks better. Life and strength up, but dex down. Might not be worth it. And burn immunity. And let's see how that looks into that. Okay, defenses are basically the same, you just deal different damage with the thing. A lot more damage, but no stun. And let's see. Water and fire not on opposite sides. Man, the Ronins were not supposed to be your strength guy, but so Faith gives you a smidge of HP, it seems. I'm not gonna be able to leave. See, everything here is just kind of deep. Okay, except the bone, but funny, but I can't just keep hoarding that. 27, it's not that much difference. But yeah, that one scales better, whatever. We're good. Ooh. That looks like another int one. Yeah, but they can be dumb. Ah. Oh, owie. What if he just died? Honestly, drink a pot, might as well. Got a bajillion of them. They will bleed. Getting close to the boss. Hey, we got the stun. Yeah, oh. He died, though. You know, I guess the stun doesn't really help that much, because I'm basically then forced to attack them next. Oh my god, they died to 1 bleed to damage. That's crazy. You doing okay over there, buddy? You seem to be suffering from quite a few things. Alright, let's see if I can do an infect. I think the boss is next, right? Yeah. Oh, wait. It just does more damage. I guess I don't have burn, though. So it ends up being, like, maybe not as much. Well, it does more damage, but it has less defense, so in that case, it doesn't matter. Immune to soft, but it gives gives you that. That's interesting combination. Get them. All right, let's see if we can get that infect. No. 67 versus it does 9 more damage. But we will make them. It's immune to soft. Interesting. No info on boss. Nice, cool. Well, that's a perfect turn to redeem. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can stun. I'm gonna assume most bosses have stun immunity. Yep. It does just heal. Please let me infect. It's gonna be funny, I swear. Oh. Let's just keep stacking bleed, please. No. He's already stunned. He can't get restunned. As far as I can tell. You know, let's bless. Oh no, I have to unstun. Oh, you're not. I have to take. You can't stun and then do an action. You have to stun and then rest, and then you can action. Woo! I'll just take heal. Next fight, I get pitchfork. Woo! Crushing shaft of blood. Don't like that. Let's see. Strength, dex, and faith. Oh, neat. It's just a bajillion stats. You could probably make most of that. Scale's a bit better. But no funny stats. Ah, it's a one of those all-arounder weapons. There's a 30 plus, huh? Poison immunity. I think stun immunity is probably better. Yeah, that's not good. Tank that. That's the starting item. All right, we're good to go. I'll make it back then. I think I'll switch to the next game. Rock. keep going. It's a little scorpion. I'm gonna look at it. No. No! Why can't we be friends? Yeah, I just... Poison! That was assumed. Should be able to AoE through them. Yep. Poison just seems to be better than, that other one. Bleed. Yay. And I've become overburdened again. Ooh. Holy Blade of Venom. That's fun. Unfortunately, not really anywhere to put it. It's water or wind damage. What do you want to protect from? And one more encounter. Sure. What's up with Devil's Reef? Poison's hot. That makes sense. It just gives you some hints about later locations. How nice. Not gonna say anything about that. Woo! Can I go to the casino now? No. Alright, that's gonna be it for this game, I think. Let's check out the graveyard. There's nothing! Yay, my guys are all still alive. Oh god, there's so many things. What? I see. Finish his adventure with each eye. I see. Oh god, there's so many. Demi-Lich. Plague Bringer. I could use one of those. Welcome to Pixel Heroes. Lose all your heroes for the first time. Nice. Nice, a graveyard. Alright, switching games. Let's see. What am I playing next? Tiny and Big. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let me just update that over here. From Bites and Magic to Tiny and Big. Got a lot of Tiny and Big Grandpa's leftovers. Close that window. And I think probably click. Give it a sec. This looks like it's probably going to be a controller game. Just a guess. Escape it. Yeah. There you are. Love those long loading startup games. Bytes and Magic was basically instant, and it was also like 75 megabytes. So it also installed basically by me pushing install. Get the pants. I see. Level select. There's 6 of them. Let's see. Okay. There's the platforming we're gonna have to do. Oh, a little faster than I expected. Oh, you can hold for a bigger jump. Woo! Push cubes. Okay. Oh, that's connect, huh? Woo! Got him. You got your claw. Let's figure out how to use it. Okay. Aim at the box. Whee. Okay, it's gonna be push and pull, and you have to. Oh god. Good old Steam controller. Okay. That works. Use your claw skills, alright. Let's see. And then push that. Let's see where that puts us. That'll do. And level complete. Okay, so it's like a little puzzle platform. Ugh. Push and hold left mouse button. No, it's not that. Rocket. Ah, there. So like, just kind of cut through that, huh? Oh, let's see. Oh, nope. It's just gonna be left trigger. Cut wisely, alright. Like, man, I wonder what the cancel button is on. Oh, you can cut through multiple things. What's the cancel button on controller? Nice. I see no way that cutting stuff is going to go wrong in the future. Now you got the rocket. Stop. Who? I wanted a bit of extra, like, sight. What was it? No. Ah, cool. Right trigger. Oh, you hold the button. Ah, you're attaching a actual rocket to it. I see. It's still going over there. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could just, like, pull that one. But, you know, whatever. Okay. Nice. Let's see. Alright. Let's see what that little guy over there is. But oh, fair enough. Gonna look for collectibles and whatnot. Pickle. What did it say I can do to change the music? Ah. Oh wait, that's something you can aim. I got the tool. We'll go through the exact same tutorial that they basically just gave me. Ganesh. Woo! We did it again. How you doing, buddy? Okay, knock that down, please. Good old shading telling you what's interactable. Genuine battery. That feels like I can get up there. What happens if I... Whee! No. I want to climb up there. I've got stuff in the background. Didn't want to collateral that rock back there. Say that looks about right. Now can I grab that? Yes. There we go. No. Not enough. Maybe if I push this, I can climb up it. See if I can get a little spicier angle. Wrong one. Yeah, something like that. Perfect. Even if it was, come on. Even if it wasn't right, like I should just be able to walk up there. Yeah. Down for a sec. No? Can't cut that? Oh, yeah, I can. Go a little lower, though. Okay, can I make... Oh, that's considered... No? Oh, no. I'm just confused, but whatever. Whee! Oh, no, I can't jump over that now. Ah! Oh, made it. Alright, I don't know what to do. Oh, fall damage, huh? Please don't undo all the cuts. Okay, thank you. Where am I? Oh no, it did undo all the cuts. Yeah, I see there's the collectible right up there. A little more. So then let's see. There, I want a flat cut. That feels like it's gonna just be short, huh? Maybe I don't want that. Rotate a little more. Let's see what that looks like. And then there, you just want like a diagonal cut again. Didn't really want that to fall down, but it should work, so. Man. Not again. That's a little high, huh? I shut up, game. I know. Come on. Cut a little dime off of that one. I will get up there. There we go. Man. Okay, there. Cool. That's the button that changes the music. Alright, there we go. I got a rock. And a game. Match the pattern. With what? With what? Oh, cut only what you don't need? Whoops. Bet this would be a lot easier with the cursor. Or with the mouse. Not gonna get the other one? No. Hello? I think just that one. Oh, okay. Now I gotta do that with mouse. What's the shape? Wow, that's much faster, huh? There's that little space there. And I think that one little one in the middle. And that one? Yeah, okay, there you go. And back to controller. Woo! Now let's not die from fall damage. I say jumping and increasing the potential distance in which I'm falling. So what? Why? That's so mean. No, I'm not gonna do that. Nope. That one. Oh, I assumed I would have to jump up there. Those were... Nope. Oh, I see. That's considered a separate rock. How convenient. Probably just jump on that. Oh, you can push that. Push it just far enough away that I couldn't. Here, bud. Sure hope that's climbable. Nope, okay. In that case, let's do the same thing. One day. I don't like what I was targeting behind that. Yeah, that looks good. I see no way in which that can go wrong. Man, I sure do love climbing on random rocks. Can I just slice that down like I did with the thingy? Yep. Whee! Don't know why it wants me to rocket these random rocks, but... I would like you to stop reminding me of that every time I accidentally push left mouse button. By left mouse button, I mean left trigger. Let's see, is there anything inside that head? Nope, solid rock. Up there, but what if I want to go over here? Whee! Man, you can just cause chaos once you have the rocket, huh? Anything else up there? Whee! That looks like a nice line to cut. Yeah, of course. A rock. Woo. You can beat that with 2 cuts? That's crazy. To be fair, I did go searching for that stone for like a while. From altitude on upwards. Hey, I mean, good thing I landed on this, like, port. Tape. Yeah. One day. Ah, okay, cool. This level is just gonna be a lot bigger, huh? What are those little guys in there? Oh, that's just all blocked up. Fair enough. Nice. Free rocks. Let's see if we can use that to make a low cut. Woo. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to do with it. Alright. What would I have to do to get there? Probably I need to take advantage of that guy. There we go, perfect. Goodbye. That's probably a fall to your death type thing. That's a little bit of chaos. Yep, got an achievement for that. This is actually the right way to go. Okay, well, I have to check what that other thing was. If this seems to be looking like a correct direction to have gone in. I might be stuck. We're never stuck. All right, so what's out here? Oh no, that's where you're actually supposed to go. Maybe. I don't know. Huh, okay. Fair enough. Curious. Alright, let's head on back. That's smidge. Push that as far as it'll go. Ah. Because he's mean. Yep. What happened? Okay. See if I can check out that other place. Let's see what's going on in here. Gonna go this way. It looks like there's something back there. Can't pull this. Can't pull that, alright. Oh. It was a tape. Looks like there's something like right below. Now, is that worth trying to get to? Because I don't think I could leave that once I get there. I don't have any safe way of descending. I'll ignore that for now. Oh. You grab it. No? Didn't cut deep enough. I don't want to knock down that whole thing because that might be like useful later. But maybe I'll just take a chunk off. Ugh. Oh no, it's considered two different. It's two different outfits. Happen to be. Please don't shave a fragment of that. Not quite the orientation I wanted that to be in, but maybe we can make it work. Yeah, that works. Maybe. We'll find out. Oh, that's not good. Still usable. Can I make that jump? Yes. Because I can land on that if I miss. Good old rocks. Now I know I've already got an achievement for pushing all these off here, but what if I What if I slip, fall, and die? Oh man. Man, I love how 3D games make me motion sick. It's so great. Go. Okay. Bye-bye. I guess I gotta probably... rock. Maybe one day. None? Alright, fair enough. How about over here? Did see something shiny back there. What happened? What happened? Why did it play a cutscene? There's a lot to go out there. Rock. And what a big place this is. You can't rocketize that? That's lame. What else was over here? This is where I just was, right? Yeah. Okay. That's all that's there. Oh yeah, I was staying over there. Oh. This is where I just was, right? No. Nice. Oh boy, laser game. Let's pull up the mouse. I mean, that doesn't seem too hard. Can't I just go? Woo! Woo! No tricks or anything. It's just slot. Come on. Okay. That was easy. My crap. Oh, nice, cool. Lava lamp. Yes. Alright, now I have no idea where I need to go now. Wow, it's nothing. Let's see. Because there wasn't anything else out. Oh no, there was very much other stuff out here. A whole nother doorway to go through. That's a lot of rocks. I would like to acquire some of these rocks. Yeah, no! I can save them. Oh god, wow. Oh, there you are. I gotta go back and get them. I have no idea where that is. There's so many of these. Look, if I end up missing two stones exactly, I'm gonna be gonna be angry. If I can't make that jump. Oh, alright. I guess they want to cut that. Line it up nice and neat. Nice. A little bit of bullying. Alright, so now we need to go this way. Right? I can make that jump, yeah. Look at them. Look at those rocks down there. Alright, now I need to get back up. Maybe not. Can I make this jump? I can. I now no longer have that. Oh, that wasn't steppable terrain, huh? Let's push this off first. Then it falls down. Nice. Oh no, they're back up there. Is this actually the right way to go? Mr. Fizz. Alright, you want more? Oh. Whee! Yeah, that's what we call good dentistry. Oh man. Hello. The God of Ascension. Anything in here? Doesn't look like it. That looks like the end. Alright, if I find one more. Alright, oh. I mean, I'm gonna just assume this is a door that I can cut open. Maybe I could have already just opened it with the hook. Whoops. Sorry about that if it was. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. You too, buddy. Come on. Maybe if I pull from the bottom. Yeah. 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 Huh. Alright. No, the stone is covered by another. Man. Move. Actually, wait. Can't I just... No, I cannot just... Pull that little piece out. And we're in. A gun. Oh, poop. Oh, wrong button. Maybe I can rocket it. Nope. Curious. Alright, gotta slice it the other way, huh? Whew. That felt pretty cool. I could have sworn there was gonna be a rock there. Alright. There was one rock that I really missed. I think I'm gonna stop there. I'm feeling sick. I found all the tapes though. The horrible moment. Alright. Oh. That's gonna be it for today. And let's see. Where can we head out to? There was somebody who looked interesting. If they're still on, that'd be nice. That'd be cool. They are not on. Darn. Okay, let's see who else is on. Gark said they're on. But in fact, they are not. And they must have just finished. Alright, well, Mario Kart it is. Follower or subscriber only channel. I do follow them. Y'all don't have to stick around in that case. But thank you all for sticking around here. I appreciate it. And if you would like to see more, come to any of my streams. I stream 3 times a week. Wednesdays, 10 p.m. to midnight EST. Fridays, 10 p.m. to midnight EST. That's the plan, at least. It usually goes longer. And Sundays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Yeah, that's what time it is. Yeah. EST. And yeah, that's about it. So, I should say what I play. These Sunday streams are random games from my Steam library, which is why sometimes I just get sick of them, or physically sick at them. Wednesdays, Library of Ruina, and Friday is Fire Emblem Sacred Stones Randomizer. Alright, thank y'all. Goodbye.